Hello, this is Carlos Amezcua reporting live from Mount Rainier National Park in Washington. Yes, the location of the epicenter of yesterday's earthquake. As you can see, it's left quite a bit of damage. But interestingly enough, this location has been sealed off to all media coverage. Well, except for me, of course, because I snuck in for you guys. But when we tried to get some comments from one of the local geologists in the area, he refused to comment.
No, no comment.
But as many of you recall, yesterday's earthquake wasn't the only one that we've had in the last week. In fact, we've had 5 earthquakes of magnitude 5 or higher within the last 7 days alone. Coincidence? Perhaps, but I think not. As many of you know, Mount Rainier has history of volcanic activity. A lot of that activity are things like I just mentioned, earthquakes. Others include leaking gases from the earth. And if you were to scout out some of this area right here, you'd see some dead trees because of overexposure to carbon dioxide and sulfur. In fact, we have a local around here who has made a discovery. He claims to be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but I honestly think he is another whack job.
What? Did I hear my name?
Oh, I mean,
Howdy, y'all. How you doing?
I'm good. So this is Peter. I mean Spider-Man. So Mr. Sorry, can I just call you Peter?
I don't like to divulge my secret identity, but for you, yes, we can.
Okay, Mr. Peter. Tell us your story. What did you discover the other day?
Well, I cut my hand the other day. I'm just cutting up some meat. I went to wash off the blood, and the water coming out of the faucet was really hot. Like, see my hand? It's all sunburnt. Didn't really get the blood off though, because it was too hot for me. You know? Yeah.
Oh, could you show us a sample of your tap water?
Oh, why, yes I can. I have it right here. See? I pump it myself down at the river, but for some reason it was all brown. Not sure why.
Tell us about that. You said something about going down into the river and...
Yeah, I went there and it smelled like someone cut a nasty one. Like smell of sulfur. Well, anyway, went down there and I saw a whole bunch of dead critters, like squirrels and deer and such. I even saw something that looked like a weasel, but I think it was a squirrel.
So, in case further activity continues at this rate, I'm just going to issue out some simple warnings. Just some simple warnings of possible hazards that could occur. And one of the main ones being earthquakes. Yes, we've had them in the last week and we'll probably continue to have them again. But what's more dangerous is that the earthquakes could cause mass flooding, landslides, avalanches, and of course cause mass destruction to the Tacoma metropolitan area and surrounding areas. Now, if this sucker does explode, it will be a pyroclastic flow. That means it'll be just like Mount St. Helens, where it'll be a big explosion, a huge massive one, bigger than the power of a Hiroshima bomb. Now, people within a 3-mile radius will probably be blown to bits. So it's wise to stay clear of this area. Everything from about 8 and 9-mile radius will probably be blown to the ground, but not as severe damage. Another hazard, everyone within a 50 to 100-mile radius should worry of tephra fallout. Tephra meaning ash. We all know what the volcano in Iceland did recently. Now imagine what it could do to areas like Tacoma, Seattle, Vancouver, and so on and so forth. What you don't really have to worry about though is lava flow. This is mainly because the farthest lava flow will go around here is possibly a 5-mile radius, so no need to worry too much about that. But the biggest hazard, if you're nearby, is lahar flows. Yes, lahar flows. They're like mudslides. but they travel at 60 miles per hour and they can go up to a 50-mile radius. So Tacoma would have to be evacuated if such a thing were to occur. But like I said earlier, these are just early warnings. The geologists up there don't want to do it, so I'm doing it myself. Okay. So on a final note, I'd like to thank our friend Mr. Peter right here for sharing his discoveries and helping our local community stay aware. So, Mr. Peter, thank you.
Well, I thank you, sir.
I remember, Tacoma, stay classy.
What's
What?
going on?
What?
What's going on? What's going on?